Hello, I'm Brian Johnson, and it's another episode of Better Cocktails at Home. Thank you so much for watching and joining us in our home bar here at the Quarter Deck Club. We like to kind of hang out here, talk cocktails, show you a few things, that sort of thing. We're actually going to be continuing our series of videos in January here, going back to kind of foundational techniques and the things that you really have to have down to be really competent and really good home bartender. So this episode I'm talking about shaking a cocktail. We talked about stirring, another one. Shaking is kind of the other main way that you mix cocktails at home. So, talking about shaking. So we're going to do kind of an example of that. So I've got a shaken, I've got a Boston shaker here, right? 2 metal tins. I'm going to do just a simple cinnamon daiquiri, just because I thought it sounded good, and it's really important why we are showing with a cocktail why we're doing that. So I already have rum and cinnamon syrup in here, and now I'm going to be adding the lime juice. So why do we shake a cocktail? So we shake a cocktail to add aeration to a drink, right? Like, so kind of a type of mouthfeel. We do it to add dilution, so we add water to it, and then we also add it to chill it. So a lot of the same reasons for stirring a cocktail, right? At least two of them. But kind of adding that aeration and a little bit of like that frothiness is the kind of the part that's a little bit different. And so when do we shake a cocktail? So we shake cocktails when we use an ingredient that has kind of an opaque ingredient in it, right? So in this case, we're using lime juice, has citrus. Citrus is not clear. The other two ingredients, rum and cinnamon syrup that I'm using here, would actually be clear ingredients, but the lime makes it not clear. So that's why this is a shaken cocktail. And so I'm going to go ahead and add that right now. All right, so I've got my ingredients in here. So now we're going to add ice. So I've got ice here. So what I like to do is I actually add my ingredients to the small tin, and then I add ice to the big tin. And don't go short on ice. Ice is cheap, but it's really important. So we've got our ice in there, we've got our ingredients here. So now I always take this, pour it in, right? So now it's over there. And this you're gonna push down, kind of help to seal it. Now what really seals this though is the vacuum that's created when you chill the ingredients. So next up, you're gonna wanna always have this part, right, the opening facing away from somebody at your sitting at your home bar or a friend, whoever's over there. You don't want to accidentally have any like liquid come out a little bit and shake it on them, or if it does pop open somehow, at least it's going to go on you, the one making it. So one hand on the bottom, one hand top, and you're going to start giving this thing a really hard shake for like 8 seconds or so. And so you're going to start to feel the drink. You can see it, the condensation happen. You can feel it. You can also listen to it, right? So how's the ice in there? Is it breaking up? What's it doing? So I'd say about, at least 8 seconds, probably in the same realm of 8 to 12, 14 seconds, something like that. So what you're doing is you're chilling this, and then now there's a vacuum in here, right? So you can't just pull this apart. It's not going to come. You'll see people use the glass piece. They have to like struggle with it sometimes. That's why metal's great. All you got to do is kind of squeeze it right where it meets. So this little right in here, you just squeeze it. It helps break the seal. It comes right off. So yeah, we can see that it's cold. I can feel it's cold. I can see the condensation starting to happen. And so now we're going to see why we strain it. So this is not a chilled cocktail glass because I want you you'll see it. So you'll see it's kind of got a little bit of aeration, tiny little bubbles you can see in there. That kind of adds to the mouthfeel. And so yeah, that's why it's so important with drinks that are cloudy. So ingredients like milk, dairy stuff, citrus. Generally, you're almost always going to want to shake those cocktails. Just kind of adds a nice texture to it. So yeah, super tasty. But like I said, fine with shaking, you know, like shake it hard, shake it fast. Find something that kind of feels right to your body, feels good to you. And everybody's got their own little style to it. But yeah, so have fun shaking those cocktails, and we're going to see you on the next episode of Better Cocktails at Home.